Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Big One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 7 of our Zero Overall franchise here on MLB The Show. If you guys have missed any of the last couple episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist from episode 1 all the way to now. But I'm just going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown. So far, we have just been absolutely terrible. Pretty much nothing has gone our way. Although, the only upside is we do have Carmen Espinoza, who is a 99 potential 2 years ago in 2027, which we picked him up in the first round. He can also play left, but doesn't have the great defense or great speed to play left. So he's going to stay a DH for most of his probably career. He actually has 6 stolen bases. Don't ask me how, but 16 home runs, 42 RBIs here so far near the end of July. We're actually at the trade deadline. We do have Ken Caminetti, who is an 83 overall, doing actually pretty solid, 3.87 ERA. Quinn Matthews was our Rule 5 pick 2 years ago and has done pretty solid. Xavier Isaac is our first baseman. He's doing pretty solid, even though he does have 100 strikeouts. Escalera is doing really well, even though he does have a 4.78 and 3.11, but only 59 earned runs allowed, 130 Ks. So Rafael Baez will be down in the minor leagues just for this year. I wanted to have him develop one more season. He'll be up next year. Broadway is up. Keenan was a great player. Hurt, 2.96 ERA out of the pen is fantastic. But yeah, Keenan's a 79 now in his second full season. We drafted him in the first round in 2025. Emerson Morgan, we drafted in the 5th round. I believe we drafted him. I don't remember if we got it. I know we drafted him. I don't remember trading for a closer. 3.23 ERA so far, and he's doesn't have that many saves, but then again, we don't have the team for him. But taking a look at the team, I mean, we're kind of decent everywhere now besides the bullpen. So we kind of need to focus that. I don't know why Matz is in AAA when he should be in the major leagues, but all right. But yeah, Valadares, he's a deep potential. He's just pretty much here to give us some depth pieces. Finnegan was an A potential we drafted last year, can play everywhere and is doing really solid too in his age 20 season, batting 286 with a 749 OPS. Doesn't have the power, but does have really good contact, really good fielding, and decent speed, and he can play everything besides first, catcher, pitcher, and he can play the outfield, he can play second and third. That'll be a great player when we call him up, probably in a couple years. I don't want to ruin his development. Outfield, though, is looking scarce besides Espinoza. He is an A potential. He drafted him in the 5th round, and he is improving pretty well. And then Ibanez as well is also an A potential. Plus 10 versus contact versus left, but we were not fully ending the season yet. So right now we have our trade to make. I do think we're going to go ahead. I mean, we could trade Quinn Matthews, doing really solid for us. Plus, we have a plethora of starting pitching down in AAA and AA that could be called up to his spot to pretty much take his place. So we're going to go ahead, trade Quinn Matthews, we drafted in the Rule 5 a couple years ago, to see what we can get here. I really hope my game didn't crash because I didn't save. 71 overall pitcher from the Red Sox and a 73. That'd be kind of nice. Guardians giving us a starting pitcher, left fielder, and a third baseman. The Royals giving away 2 A potentials, but they're kind of low overall. Not really looking for that. Looking for a guy that can be here now that's not a starter. If I can get someone that's not a starter that can play now, that would be nice. Closing pitcher, maybe. This might do it. The Reds, I mean, we do already have a shortstop. I'm just trying to find something here. Diamondbacks is a no. Rockies do give us a closer and a starting pitcher. Dodgers give us a starter. I mean, the catcher's a 49 overall, though. Someone's got to give me something. What if we do MLB Ready? What would we get for MLB Ready? Luis Hill, Ketel Marte, Orioles giving out some major pieces there. This wouldn't be bad as well, getting an 80 overall reliever plus a starting pitcher that's 71 overall. That's not terrible. A catcher that's a 73 would take on Sanchez's salary. When did Cole Reagans get traded to the Guardians or sign with the Guardians? When did Bellinger become a Tiger? I don't remember these. J.J. Weatherholt would be a big option, too. These trades are wild, dog. Like, Nolan Jones, granted he is 32 at this point. Unless someone is, like, giving us, like, a 70 overall. Jonathan India is 34 at this point. We've simulated so much in the past couple of days. Tidwell could start now. Gerald Jackson could play. But I think, honestly, the best offer, that's Novelmi Marte, is the, was it the Yankees offer? Was it the Orioles? Yeah, Max Meyer, along with Manuel Marte, is a closer. I mean, it could have been the Red Sox, too, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead. I think, it's either or. I mean, we could get a really good reliever plus a really good starter. We're doing this. We're going to go ahead and trade with the Red Sox. So White Sox and Red Sox make a trade. Steven Peralta and B potential 71 overall starter along with Chris Bubich, 33-year-old 80 overall reliever. So we're taking that. We do have to cut a player because, we're at 92. But that means we're going to call up Baez here. And that means we do need to send someone down from the Major League roster, and we'll just send down one of our catching players. We have 4 of them up here that we don't even need. We should have... Yeah, Bubich is now our best reliever. I mean, 2.71 ERA with Boston. That's going to upgrade the bullpen a little bit. We'll auto-fix the rotation. We also get an offer from the Rays, but we're going to go ahead and decline that. And now we do have to sign our draft picks, which we have only signed barely any. So I need you to sign. We sign him. Don't need much to get you to sign. We don't need much to get you to sign. And these guys, we just kind of drafted here. And we're probably not going to get these guys. These guys I didn't even scout, so I don't even know how good these guys are. So I'm okay with not signing. We actually signed him, so... We didn't sign one guy. It's one of the only few times that we have it. But also, if you guys look, we only need 20 wins to finally win 60 games for the first time ever. And yeah, let's look at our draft picks. We had 2 90-pluses. Yeah, Harnett was just a shot in the dark. Hartley was actually, not bad. He was a shot in the dark too. But 74 potential is not, it's pretty terrible, but... Anywho, we picked up Ryan Brooks for the first overall draft pick from last season. He's a 90 potential, 71 overall. Actually, before I check, there was one player that I was going to get as well. He was a third base. It wasn't Chavez. There was another third baseman that was very good in the top 3 picks, and it was the Royals were picked 4th. I remember that, but I don't remember who picked 3rd. It was the Braves. It was Joe Cortez. 95 potential, 72 overall. I don't know if we made the better pick though. Decent for the Mets getting 2 80-pluses there as pitchers. This draft class wasn't really strong. I feel like. A lot of 70 potentials. There wasn't really a big. Well, Josh Hernandez is a pretty good one. But other than that, there's not very many, 95 from Page here for as a starter, but we weren't necessarily looking at starters per se. First baseman Phil Edney for the Red Sox, and 88 Estrada as well. 88 for Corona in right field. But yeah, back to us. But Ryan Brooks, 71 overall, 90 potential. Will be really good for third base because we don't have a third baseman yet. He could probably play now as well. Chavez, who is a starting pitcher, 91 potential. We have a lot of pitchers now that we could probably move in some deals that have more. Same thing with Teddy Miller. I mean, 86 potential. He needs to work on his hits per nine. Same thing with Chavez. Also, Chavez only has 64 stamina, so he's got to work on that as well. Mikey Hernandez was a third baseman as well to probably pretty much just fill out the roster down in Triple and Double A. Good speed, can play first and second as well. We did not sign Brian Gonzalez. We did sign Sonny Hartley, who's a 74 potential, 49 overall, and Jason Harnett, 55 overall, 67 potential, which is not great. But let's see if we can finally win 60 games. We just need to win 20 more games and see how we do. We only need to win now 17, but it's looking highly unlikely that we'll make that. Unless, hey, we swept a series. We only need to win 12 games. We need 8 games. Let's go one by one here. We need 6 games, because then we could sign a 70 overall player if we can. We need to win 3 games. And we're not going to win 3. We win 1. No, that hurts. We need to win 60 games to hit our goal of getting an upper tier of free agent. Because if we don't win 60, we can only sign 70 or we can only sign 69 overall and under. If we were to hit 60 wins, we could sign anyone from 70 to 75. And then, of course, above 500 is 75 to 80, and then making the playoffs is 80 to 85, and so on and so forth. Winning the World Series would get us 2 picks as well. But unfortunately, we do not make the playoffs. I totally forgot to take a look at the players and how they did. But Caminetti is up to an 83. He pretty much was solid, 376 overall. So that's pretty good. Escalera is up to an 80, 99 Ks per 9, so that's going to be very solid. Yeah, 211 strikeouts is nice. Baez is up to 365. Was this Escalera's? No, this was his second season. Caminetti was also, and that's his first full season. Never know. Baez is up to an 80. Broadway's up to a 79, and Sanchez also up to a 79. Definitely needs to work on the hits per 9. But yeah. Relievers, Bubic. What's this kind of? He's got 1 more year left. Still an 81 overall, too. I mean, 245 with 2 total teams. So that's actually pretty good. Kyle Hurt and his, first full season in the majors, 2.64 ERA out of the bullpen. We got some bullpen arms. Ferguson, 3.55. Patino, 3.17. Kopech, 3.88. And then Morgan had a 3.39. We had actually a decent bullpen. Matz did come up for 13 games, but had 2.68, only 11 and 41 with a homer. Espinoza is now up to a 90 overall with plus 11 contact versus left. So that's pretty nice. Also, his fielding got upgraded a little bit. Played all 162, had 30 home runs, 74 RBIs, had an 800 OPS. What was his WAR? 3.6. So definitely had a better second year than first year. Even though he had more at bats, more hits, same doubles, 1 more triple, 3 more homers. Isaac as well had another solid season. He might get traded though. I know he's got a couple years left. He's only 27 as well, so he might be here. We still don't have a second baseman, but we could move Finnegan over to second base because now he's up to a 77 with plus 10 contact versus left. He might play next year. Keenan can also play second base as well. Who's got the best fielding? We probably have, I don't know. Yeah, Granger's up to a 67, actually down to a B potential, and McDonough is up to a 63 overall as well. Outfield is still looking rough. We'll probably focus outfielders because Espinoza is a 77, and Abani is up to a 63. And why is everyone going way up on contact versus lefties? That's kind of wild. Dubon kind of went downhill the last. Probably should have traded him, to be honest with you, but oh well. But we just need some outfielders. So hopefully for this offseason we can get some outfielders to help out. We don't have anyone retiring, so that's nice. We do need to cut some players. So I'm going to be right back because I'm going to go ahead, sign the free agents that I need to, as well as cut some players that we need to. And I'll be back in just a second once I figure out who the free agent we are going to sign is as well. And here in free agency, we're going to go ahead and sign a third baseman. I know we're probably going to start one of our other guys at third, but we're going to go ahead and sign Maikel Garcia. He wants more years. We'll go 3 years. I guess he wants to sign immediately, so we're going to go ahead and sign him as well. Everything is pretty good. We do have a full 40-man. We're going to go ahead and release one more player off of our 40-man. Bang, there we go. Because now I think we have one extra spot. We do. So we have one extra spot for the Rule 5 pick. We're going to go ahead and start our simulation, I think, right now, because I'm pretty sure we are good to go. It's not releasing a random player that I want. Can I go released? Nope, it just... Alright. Other than the Joe Random ones I have. Okay, it hasn't really sent... Okay, we're good. It's been an issue with this that it's actually released people that I want, and it hasn't. Okay. Alright, so let's now go ahead and simulate. We don't need to offer any contracts. Jesus Luzardo's back to the Mets, I think. Rocker's now a Pirate. The Rays are interested in a trade. We could get our stuff done now. 220? Nah. Not doing that. Not for Morgan. I don't think anyone's available for the Rule 5 draft because I'm pretty sure now Maikel Garcia should be. Yes, he is. I know Butterworth's up here, but, I mean, Brooks will be immediately in AAA. And Hernandez will be in AA. Because, I mean, yeah, Valadares, but we have Maikel Garcia to play second or third or second or short because we don't have a second baseman. That's probably what we're going to be focusing on in this year's draft. All right, we're going to move on. Guardians are interested in a trade. We would get third baseman. Yeah, and that's not happening. We're not signing anyone anyways. Austin Wells is a Blue Jay. I think we're good on arbitration. Yeah, it's just the random players anyways. So we'll go ahead and simulate here. Chase Dolander's a Marlin. The Marlins are spending money in free agency. Hugh Grant gets traded. Don't even know who that is. We don't have anyone there. Nope, we're good. Jack Flaherty is a Red. Peralta's back to the Brewers. Povich is now a Met as well. And, of course, we have draft lottery. We are still having the chance for number 1, but we're not too far off anymore. We did win 58 games last year. We were 2 off of making, and we're picking second, which is fair. I'm okay with that. The Tigers, for Tariq Skubal, making $47 million. No. I mean, that would be a great pickup, but Rule 5 draft here. Is there really going to be anyone that is going to pop out? Ooh, hers is an 80 overall reliever. Could go reliever. Vinny Pasquantino. Another former Royal. We could get another former Royal in here. We could go second baseman. Again, we don't have a second baseman. I think we're going to go reliever. I think we're going to go DJ Hers. 31, 80 overall. That's another really good reliever that we can pick up as well. So we will gladly take that. We're also full on our 40-man now, which is nice. And, yeah, let's go ahead and simulate all the way. Volpe gets traded to the Phillies. Rushing is now a Dodger. Kim is a Guardian now because of a trade. The Dodgers are also interested in a trade. We would get, they have Ohtani. I was like, do they have another one? We get Chris Clements, who's an 84 overall, and a closer for Espinoza. I didn't realize who that was for until I looked on our side, and it was for Espinoza. I was like, man, is this for a starter of ours? Because I would gladly accept this deal and get our trade out of the way now. Bo Bichette is a Pirate. Anyone else? Giants is in a trade. We get Ty Floyd, who's a starter, for Kyle Hurt. That's not happening. One of our better bullpen arms as well. I don't think we had any of our I had DJ Hers as a thing. Sandy Alcantara is still available. And the Royals are looking to grab him. And he's now a Cub, so it didn't even matter. Big board day, we're good, and we are now on to spring training. So, yeah, this is now a pretty good bullpen. Chris Bubich, DJ Hers, Kyle Hurt, Caleb Ferguson, Luis Patino, and Kopech. We have Moses Moore in triple, or you probably come up to triple A. And then the other, 37, 39-year-old guys was because you had to fill out the roster. You never know. But we're going to go ahead, simulate spring training. We did win 9 games in spring training, so there is that. So the lineup is going to look like this. We have Espinoza in right, Garcia at second, Espinoza at first, Isaac at DH. I probably should flip that. Isaac is the better defensive at first baseman, and they're about the... Wait, are these guys literally the same, or did I not flip it? Okay, I didn't flip it. I mean, arm strength really doesn't matter at first. Butterworth is at third. Keenan's at short, Robertson in left, Dubon in center, and I don't know why they still have our catcher be here, and we're going to send you down. He'll be on waivers. And he will be our catcher moving forward. Pitchers-wise, Peralta needs to be in AAA. I think we're good. Chavez can be up into AA. And you can go down to Class A. We'll leave Miller down because he is a 57 overall. We got a lot of good pitchers. I think we're good. Brooks will stay in AAA for at least a year. Keenan, Finnegan, same thing. We'll stay for one more year. We're going to need some outfielders. That's one of my main focus for scouting this year will be the outfielders. But I'm going to go ahead, simulate the next season. This will be the last full simulation season until we actually start getting some gameplay as well. So, yeah, I will be back in just a second for the next season. And in one of our final seasons of simulation here in season number 8, we're actually 47-64. We're not doing terrible. The starting pitching has not been good. The bats, Maikel Garcia was $185, is not very cash money, but Espinoza, $295 with 20 home runs, 2 triples, 14 doubles. How do you have 14 triples when you have with 12 speed? All right. Isaac batting 262, Butterworth 228, Keenan 249, Dubon's batting 194. So, and Matt's 242 batting 9th. Not terrible. But we're not probably making the playoffs this year, but we should. What in the world? I don't know why that changed to my AA team, but here we are. But yeah, checking out the pitching rotation. I mean, Caminetti's perfectly fine. Escalera's struggling. Baez is okay. Broadway's okay. McLean's okay. Castro's not doing great. Hurt's doing fine. Ferguson's fine. Lopez is struggling. Hers is perfect. Morgan's good. Bubic has a 5 ERA. He's getting taken out of the starting role. Can't have him as the closer at that point. Right now, pitching 16th. Everything else is still dead last. We do need to make our trade. And I think what we're going to do is we have a ton of really good starters that won't be really getting playing time. Like Saldana's a 64, a potential. We could probably even... Do we get rid of Escalera? To be honest, probably not. He's 82. We could get rid of Sanchez. He's in AAA. Why are you in AAA? Granted, you did have a tie ERA. So we'll add Sanchez and Saldana to this, along with Michael Garcia, and see what we can get for some MLB-ready prospects. Or MLB-ready players, I should say. Because Brooks, I'll probably call up next season. So he'll be good. We could get a catcher. We do need a catcher. But 2A potentials and a C for a B catcher. Left fielder's not bad. Be one of our first multiplayer trades that we offer as well. Center fielders could be an option because Dubon is struggling as well. Could get a really good closer, but I really don't need a closer. O'Neal Cruz is there. Third baseman, that's 82. I'm really tempted. Really tempted to take that. But I think with the better option here is we're going to go with the Orioles pick, and we're going to pick up the catcher, Samuel here. 85 overall. He is 27, but we're giving up one really good catcher or pitcher, Michael Garcia, who we just signed in free agency, and a decent prospect to get a really good catcher. So that will upgrade the catcher spot because, he also signed for 5 years, and he's batting .250. So we'll gladly take that over anything. He is going to go in the lineup immediately for the catcher spot, and we now need to call up a third baseman / second baseman, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to call up Granger. We're going to add him to the 40-man, call up Granger to play third for us as well. So lineups, Granger will be in. Again, he can play second and third. He can play, again, second, and he can play third. So just to give both of their players, or both of my players who are in AAA, like Finnegan, another year, probably his last year in AAA, and then Brooks probably 2 seasons away. So we'll be fine there. But we do have 27 players on our active roster. I need to send someone down. It's probably just going to be, just go ahead and go through waivers. We'll fix the rotation. Of course, that's a big trade. We haven't signed everybody. I know we're one off, and it's just 80%. We got him. I don't know if he's good, but gonna get a lot of signing bonus just to get signed. We also have 49 wins. That's pretty good. Oh, that's contract extensions. I need draft picks. Wow, he's actually 90 overall potential. Pretty good for a first baseman. Actually, really good for really good shots in the dark here, especially. I think since my second-round pick, Freddie Harris was a shot in the dark, Wood was a shot in the dark, Hammond was a shot in the dark, and Davis. This guy we knew was the number one player, but it was the Royals pickup. Wow, they didn't even sign their first-round pick. Louis Reagan was a third baseman. He was really good, but he was injured. Apparently, he's not that injured. He's a 91 potential. They also got a reliever at 86. I was going to pick up a third baseman, but And then Palmeiro, I believe, no, he wasn't the player I was looking at first base. I wasn't looking at first baseman. Who was the other guy I was looking at? It wasn't Nunez. Wasn't Cologne. Philly's got 2 ape starters. Nats got a 94 potential. This draft was a lot better than last time, or last year's, I will say. Who was it? Wow, the Cardinals had a great draft. 2 90s and 2 80s. Pretty good. Center fielder, a closer, 2 first basemen as well. Not bad from them. Center fielder for the Rockies. Dodgers got a reliever at 90. Vargas got a 95 potential for the Padres. Who was the other guy I was looking at? Roger Cologne's a 99 potential. Drafted in the second round as a center fielder. I think it was him. And I just didn't pick him up. That's unfortunate. We could have 2 99 potentials. I'm upset with myself. Because we drafted Casilla, who was not great at 72 potential. But, I mean, he could potentially play in a couple years. And he's a switch hitter, so that'll be nice. But Hernandez, 94 potential. 73 overall. He could probably play now as well. Freddie Harris, closer, 64 overall, 83 potential. It's not terrible. Wood, 45 overall, 82 potential. He's got some room to work. Same thing with Hammond, 50 overall, 83 potential. And same thing with Joe Davis, 44 overall with 90 potential on the season. So we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of the year, and we just won 3 straight games. Again, we only need to win 6 games now the rest of the way, and to finally to be able to get 60 or above, and we just got 60 wins on the season, and that means we can officially go after 70 overalls and up next season. We actually have 71 wins. We're not dead last. We're moving on up in the world. Keenan have like Sylvester Phelps is also up now too, in only 3 games. Escalera, he's got a really high ERA, but decent amount of strikeouts. He just needs to upgrade that hits per 9. Basayo, 258. Caminetti's doing pretty solid at 297. And Espinoza, I mean, it's just on a tear this year at 93 overall. Guardians have over 100 wins. And we'll finish out the season. We finished 73 and 89. So that means we can go after any 70 to 75 overall next year. And Escalera led the league in strikeouts. Do we have anyone else that was in the top 5, maybe? Just kind of going through this real quick. I normally don't look at this, though, because we don't really have anyone that's set any records or set like a league leader or anything. We still really don't, besides strikeouts, it looks like. Caminetti had 1 shutout. But yeah, Escalera, 197 strikeouts to lead the league. Not many complete games. It's kind of wild. Crochet won pitching war. James Wood was the batting war. So, but taking a look, I don't think we had anyone win any awards. Jordan Alvarez won the MVP. Any Gold Gloves? Oh, we didn't have any Rookie of the Years as well. That's unfortunate. Any Gold Gloves, maybe? We had number 2 with Basayo, or Samuel. I think it's Basayo. I think that's how you say it. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Did we get any Silver Sluggers? Isaac was number 3 at 91 RBIs. I'm guessing he will be technically counted as a DH. But okay. But yeah, taking a look at the roster, Espinoza is a 92 overall, up to a 92. It only batted, he did go down to 286, but 26 bombs, one of his lowest of the year, but had his career high at 92 RBIs with 23 doubles, tying, I mean, just can't hit anything over 23, and he's increasing his triples by 1 per year. Basayo, when we got him in a trade, now batting 253. only season. Caminetti, again, had a good year. 2.90 ERA when he went 9-9. What was his WAR? 2.0 WAR. Not terrible. Escalera did lead the league in strikeouts, but also had a 5.46 ERA. Phelps came up to pitch 5 games. Baez up to an 82. We had a 4.47. Broadway is now a 4.42. McLean's up to a 78. Albert's up to a 75. Peck is up to a 72. That's not terrible. Jacobson's also up to a 75 as well. And Chavez up to a 62, and that's about it. Relievers-wise, Bubic kind of, he was okay again. He did blow 7 saves, but had 30 saves on the season. Had a 3.8 ERA. Hers, 8-9 with 7 blown saves, 26 holds with a 3.57 ERA. Hurt, 3.27 ERA, pretty solid out of the pen. Patina was down in AAA this year. Ferguson was a 2.51, and Kopech, I guess, didn't pitch in a game with us. Okay. Closing pitcher, Emerson Morgan, 16 saves, 3 blown, 18 holds, 1.96 ERA. That will do moving forward. Matz, before he pretty much got benched by a 2.38. Again, we already went over Espinoza. Isaac is down to an 80, so we might want to think about moving him. 255, 25 home runs, 91 RBIs, 50 walks. Pretty solid season from him. Brooks is up to a 74. He gained 3 overall points last time we saw him. Butterworth and Valadares are both up here as well. Butterworth batted 251. Back-to-back good seasons from him, over 250, compared to his first couple years with the squad. Keenan is up to an 82 in his third year. Really a lot better batting average the last year compared to the first. Finnegan is up to an 81. He'll be starting next season. Granger's also up to a 70. Played 51 games. Actually had a 270 average. That's not terrible. Robertson, again, he's just kind of here. Played with us the last, 5 years? 6 years? 234 average. De La Rosa. Wow, he's been here for a while now, but really not a great average. Dubon really didn't have a great year. He'll be gone after this year anyways. And Espinoza in right field. Miguel Espinoza, the other Espinoza. 245, 18 home runs, 54 RBIs, and 137 games. With Ibanez up to a 67. Not really improving like I thought he would. Them being drafted in 2028, but oh well. Let's go ahead. I'm going to simulate to the off season. The Brewers wins the World Series in 2032, and we do lose our pitching staff, and we got our qualify. Edwin Escobar leaves. I think he was just one of the guys that was there. Lindor is now officially in the Hall of Fame, and I will go ahead, get these free agents signed, and I will see everyone in just a second after I get all the contracts signed as well, because we do have 93 players, and I got to cut a couple players, especially on the 40-man here in just a second. So I'll be right back. All right, so here in free agency, we are actually going to be not really breaking the rules because these 2 players were ours. They just didn't sign during the season. So we will try to get Chris Bubic and DJ Hers back. But now we can go after anyone that's a 70 to a 75 overall. And I don't know who we're going to pick up because there is still some relievers that we could grab. Maybe Emmanuel Clase is available, but we can't go after him. Maybe we go after a second baseman or maybe an outfielder because we do need an outfielder. Like we could sign, he's 36, 31, anyone that's somewhat, Nori is 28, but we're getting over the limit there. We could sign 40-year-old Aaron Judge. I'll be right back once I figure out who we're going to sign here. And we were going to sign Jared Kelenic. Asking for a 1-year deal. He wants a longer contract, so we'll go 3 years. So he automatically signs. So now it's just about getting our 2 relievers here. Because technically these guys were ours. They just didn't sign back with us. We also have arbitration for Espinoza and Escalera, Keenan, Morgan, Hurt as well. That's not very good, but we'll sign we'll simulate a week here and go back into free agency and try to offer a contract for Bubic for 2 years, 7.38 per year. And we'll go 2 for 7 for hers and try to get them back with the squad, because right now we do have 88, so we can sign them. Nick Lodolo is a Ranger. Painter is a Royal. Roman Anthony is a Red Sox. Bubic resigns. And hers is not... Okay, he's not too far apart. So we can definitely get him back to a 3-year deal, 7.3 per year. So 80 overall relievers are very hard to come by. But again, they were ours before. We're also not offering arbitration to these 4 players. We'll open up 4 players on to the 40-man roster, which will be nice. And hers is going to not sign yet. Do I need to add anyone on the 40-man? I don't think I need to. It also is really nice that they did add this, where you can sort with Rule 5 eligible. That's honestly a pretty cool ad. Maybe Jacobson. He's a 75. Yeah, we'll add Jacobson. Oh, we have a full 40-man. Hold on a second. Just release. Release. And release. There we go. Salas is a Rocky. Devers is an Angel. Oh, we gotta wait one more day. Okay, Morgan is not getting his offer done, so we'll lower it to a 3-year deal worth 8.2. And we need to re-sign hers. 3-year deal. We'll go 750 per year. How about that? 78% signing. We got a shot to keep him on the board. Advance next week. Contract decision already, and we get him. So welcome back. Gilchrist gets traded. Stewart signs with the Marlins. Jackson Chiriot is now a Red, so he stays in the NL Central. We're good on contracts for everybody. The Cardinals are interested in a trade, so we could get our trade out of the way. Since it is a new season, yeah, we're not doing that trade. Get out of here. Don't need to offer the big board anymore, and we got the lottery, so now we're picking 8. So we're not going to be probably picking first. We're probably going to be picking at least still in the top 10. But we're not picking first overall anymore. We're picking 8. The Royals jumped up 5 to number 2, and the Astros are picking number 1. They went up 4 spots. So we're not picking first. So we got a little bit around for us. Of course, the Rule 5. Let's see if there is any players that could help us out. Relievers, not really this year. Closers, not really going to help. Catcher, we now have a really good one. First base, we're set. We could use a second baseman. But then again, we got a couple people that could play second. Like Finnegan could play second. Could go outfielder because now, I mean, we do have Kelenic. We just got Kelenic. We don't have a center fielder. We're going to go Willie Hernandez. We do need a center fielder, so I might as well, right? Of course, we got to skip the selection here. And we are done with the Rule 5. Andrew Marlin is a Red. I was going to... should have went to the Marlins. Espinoza is going to try to get traded for Tavares. Jazz Chisholm, who is up at this point 35. If they gave me Bazan, I would definitely take the deal. But they didn't give me. And Gutierrez, although Gutierrez isn't bad. Lorne Lincoln gets traded. Guillen gets signed by the Mets. Bender gets traded to the Tigers. The Royals are interested in a trade with Howie O'Neill, who is a B potential, 79 overall, for Ryan Brooks, a third pick. Yeah, absolutely not. Get out of here, man. Why are they going after my good prospects? Javier goes to the Twins. And at this point, Crochet goes to the Mets. And I think we do have to sign a coach, but I will give a guy a 15-year deal, and he will sign immediately. Yeah, we have one unfilled coaching spot, so whoops. No, yeah, it is in that one. Coaching contracts. We need a pitching coach. Who's a good pitching coach? I'm okay with losing Ks per 9. Gives us stamina, home runs per 9, and control. And he is signed. And this will bring us to the spring training. I will just go ahead and simulate to the end of spring training and get us into the regular season, to where we will go over the lineups here with Miguel Espinoza. Why are you in right field? Oh, wait, no, yeah, you're in right field. I'm thinking of Carmen Espinoza, who is our first baseman. Granger at second base, along with Espinoza. Isaac at DH. Basayo at catcher. Kelnick in left. Butterworth at third. Keenan in short. And Hernandez in center. The pitching rotation will be Caminetti, Escalera, Phelps, Baez, and Broadway, with McLean, Bubich, Hurt, Lopez, Hers, Ferguson. I would just get rid of Lopez, to be dead honest with you. I don't even need him. Who's on waivers right now? Patino's on waivers. That's fine, I guess. Reggie Grace, it's fine. And someone else, and Joe Ryan. Okay, the random one. Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Chavez, Miller will have to be called up probably. Same thing with my left fielder, third base, and catching prospects that we just drafted as well. We're actually not 30th power. We're 29th. We're moving on up in the world. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy these last 2 seasons being simulated. Next one, we'll have some moments in between there. And, of course, another kind of simulated season. Once we get to the playoffs, we will quick manage those so I can get through those pretty quickly. And we'll just kind of go through it. But hopefully it'll be a lot faster, because right now, looking pretty good with half of our lineup. We do need to call up Finnegan. So Finnegan can come up into the major leagues, and he will be starting for us probably at second, maybe even third. Because right now we do have Granger playing one of those spots, so Finnegan can play the other. We'll also call up him to AAA and you to AA. So we're actually now 29th in contact. Look at that. But anyways, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.